From rookie to pro, mechanic Gui Yusong now represents the country's most skilled workforce after 30 years of hard work and dedication. He's in charge of fine machining of rotors for the country's most advanced nuclear power plants. When talking about his achievements, he gives credit to the master and apprentice reform.
There is a saying in China, the apprentice will replace the master after learning. But that is not the case in our workshop because technology is constantly evolving. You might be the master today, but when something new comes up, you become the apprentice.
The master and apprentice reform rolled out by the company back in 2016 is a scheme that pairs up a veteran mechanic with a rookie. Senior workers were acknowledged for their skills and experience, while the apprentices were shown that the company cares. Reforms, regardless of sectors, all begin with people. Here in Qiqihar, the heartland of China's heavy industries, managing young employees is one thing, but motivating them is quite another. Founded in 1954, China's first heavy industries group is known as the pillar of the country's heavy machinery production in the planned economy era. However, the legacy of the Soviet-style industrial model began to crumble as China stepped into a market economy in the 1980s. As a result of the laggard management systems, the company was not as productive and innovative as private firms, suffering from overcapacity and debt. The master and apprentice was just one of the many sweeping reforms which the SOE has introduced. The group was serious about breaking the vested interest for the greater good.
In
one of the subsidiaries, the whole management team was removed because it failed to meet the target for several years. That was something very rare in an SOE. Later, every employee was given the opportunity to compete for a post in the management.
These reforms started to pay dividends. Early this year, the largest hydrocracker reactor ever manufactured in the world was completed by China's first heavy industries group. The handover of the 3,000-ton iron giant, the equivalent of 100 Boeing 737, has broken many world records for forging, welding, and delivery. Welding engineer Julin and his team has performed a consistent, precise, and reliable weld throughout the entire operation. Soon, Zhu was promoted as section chief in the workshop.
We've introduced 5 promotion schemes that cover the divisions of production, management, marketing, and so on. Immediate incentives for accomplishments are also given.
For decades, China has relied heavily on foreign technologies to build more sophisticated processing units which can convert heavy crude oils into various petrochemical products. The 3,000-ton hydrocracker reactor helps double down efforts to reduce such reliance. In 2018, President Xi Jinping, during a research visit to the 3 northeastern provinces, said high-quality development of manufacturing is indispensable for a modernized nation, and the country must stick to the path of self-reliance amid rising unilateralism and protectionism.
Hydrocracking reactor design is a proprietary technology with each licensor having his own specific design based on operating experience, catalyst technology, and engineering expertise. The project has broken the long-time foreign monopoly on the manufacturing of high-end refinery equipment.
China's northeast was one of the main engines of national growth in the planned economy era and home to much of the country's heavy industry. The reforms which the company has carried out set example of how a market-driven approach in human resources and industrial upgrading can help revitalize the country's SOEs. Guanyang, CGTN, Heilongjiang Province.